Hello and welcome. In this lesson we're going to look at some of my favourite licks or single note ideas in a country vein over keys of G, D, C, A, probably those four. And we're going to have fun. You'll be glad to know there's not too much theory in this lesson. It's more practical, and hopefully you can have a lot of fun with these licks and use them in different situations. Before we get started, let's tune up. Here's my low E. Okay, the fifth string or A. Or fourth string D. Third string G. Or second string B. And finally the high E. And there we have it. I think I'll play most of these examples just using fingers, but again I'll show you them with the plectrum. They can be used with either. I prefer the fingers. In country licks, a lot of the open position playing is favoured by the country players because of the use of the open strings. Let me just play a few licks and then we'll go into it in more depth. I'll show you the scales that they come from, and we'll look at, you know, maybe 20 or 30 different cliched ones, and we'll try then to construct them into some sort of a solo. Let me just play for a moment for you. Of cliches in that. I know some of it can pass fairly quickly, but you'll see when we slow it down you'll be able to master those fairly easily. First thing we do, we look at the scale choice that we have when we're playing over an open G or a G7th chord. A lot of the country things will have a dominant flavour to them, especially the country blues. So either G major or the G7. That note added in there, the F note, just on your fourth string, third fret. Okay. The scale choice we can break into three main sections. We can use the blues scale on the root, which in the case of over a G chord, we can use the G blues scale. I'll give you the fingerings for these with the plectrum just to let you see. Play that again for you slowly. Third fret, first fret, three in a row. Third fret, open, third fret, open, fourth fret, third fret, first fret, third fret, first fret, and back home to G. A lot of good licks will come from that one. Okay, we can also play the same scale in a different position. Let's just move up and play it in the next position up. You're probably familiar with this one, but here we go anyway. The sixth fret, first string, third fret, sixth fret, third fret, sixth fret, fifth fret, third fret, fifth fret, third fret, three in a row, stretch up, sixth fret, third fret. So we have two positions of that scale now. And this one. And they work fine over a G7 chord. Now, the ingredients that are missing there would be that the blues scale from the root there on a G chord or a G7 doesn't contain the major third. It also doesn't contain the ninth or the sixth. Now, I think it is important that you spot these notes. In previous lessons we have looked at the colours and by number and named them. So just on the G chord, get used to where the ninth is, the sixth, the major third. Here's our ninth again, second fret third string. Here's our sixth, second fret on the fourth string, and our major third, second fret on the fifth string. So those three colours will be important in our licks when we're building our licks. Now, the other scale choice that we'll use would be called the relative minor blues scale. And again, an easy way to view this, you've done this before, but we're playing in G. The relative minor would be E, a tone and a half below. So if we play our E blues scale, let me just give you the fingering. Third fret, third finger, open, third fret, second string, open, third fret, third string, second fret, third string, open, second fret, fourth string, open, three in a row, third fret, sixth string, and open. And we'll look at one more position of that scale so we can blend the two. I'm going to start right up here on the sixth fret of the first string. So that's fret 6, 5, 3. Onto the second string, fifth fret, third fret. Now we go to the fourth fret on the third string and 3 in a row. Stretch up, fifth fret, second fret, fourth string, fifth fret, second fret, and we can stretch. Okay, so we have so there we have the two scales. The blues scale on the root, we're playing on a G chord, so that's the G blues scale. Two positions of it, the G form of it and the E form. And we have two positions of the relative minor blues scale, which would be the E blues scale. And we've got the E form of it. And we have also the D form of it. There's our E. Here's the scale. Now, that relative minor blues scale gives us the three colours that we seen that weren't in the chord. The ninth, the sixth, and the major third.